This is Cryptids Comedians, a show where two stand-up comics talk about mythical creatures, legendary monsters, and fabled beasts the same way we talk about that one female fan in New Jersey that swore up and down that she was divorced, and against your better judgment, you hooked up with her. And then one day, your phone rings from her number, and you pick up the phone. You're like, "Hi, honey." And it turns out it's her husband, and now it's awkward. And that may or may not have actually happened to me.
It happens to us all.
Does it? Does it happen to us all, Peter?
Yeah, it does.
All right, that makes me feel slightly better. I'm Thom Tran with my co-host Peter Murphy, and every week we talk about a different cryptid, and I tell Peter about the history, lore, cultural significance, and pop culture references, and show him any evidence, if there is any, and he tells me why I am wrong.
Yes.
Peter, as always, for the people who are here for the first time, or just don't know, will you please tell us what a cryptid is?
Oh, yeah. Well, you kind of need this information to follow along with the program, so it's important to know that a cryptid it's like a type of day that's like perfect, like the sun is like perfectly diffused through the clouds. It's sunny out and you're getting a little tan, but it's not overwhelming. You know, it's like there's like a calm screen of clouds between you and the sun, and it feels really nice and lovely. And there might be a little rain that's like welcoming, but it's not too hot, not too cold. It's a perfect temperature for a day.
Sometimes I wonder about you. Sometimes I just wonder.
Yeah, me too, bud.
That's as beautiful as a scene as you just set.
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Ah.
A cryptid is any creature who is rumored to exist, but there's no evidence or scientific hard proof that this thing actually exists. So this week, in honor of where I'm going to be playing and doing stand-up soon, and I believe where you're going to be as well, in and around New York City, we are going to be talking about a creature that may have been the result of a military experiment into the paranormal, which may have also inspired the show Stranger Things. We are going to be talking about the Montauk Monster.
Oh, wow.
Have you heard of this?
My goodness, no. Montauk, I think, is in Long Island. Is that right?
That is correct. First of all, this episode's going to be a little gruesome. Okay. So maybe listen to the podcast instead of watching the YouTube video. Or
strap in.
Or you can listen to the YouTube video in the background. You do you, if you're not a bitch. So secondly, are you caught up on Stranger Things?
As caught up as I will be. I am not going to...
What does that mean?
I have no desire to finish it. I stopped at season 2.
Same.
And
Same.
I know what happened. I know how it ends.
I don't even know how it ends.
Really?
Yeah. I was kind of like,
It ended, and that's great. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for everyone involved. But as far, no spoilers here.
Okay.
But, feel free to spoil me.
Okay, well, I'm kind of in the same boat.
Okay.
I got to season 2, and then life happened, and I just went, no. Like, these kids are like 40 years old now. Like, they were 11 when they started, and now they have families of their own. One of them is literally married to John Bon Jovi's kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
It's the fat kid, the one with the afro.
Oh, really? He's married? No. That would be insane.
Millie Bobby Brown, I believe, is married to John Bon Jovi's kid. So she is new.
Right.
She's married into New Jersey royalty.
Good for her.
And New Jersey, not far away from Montauk, Long Island.
Mimi and Montauk.
Which is a place known for beaches, surfing, scenic lighthouses, and briefly in 2008, a dead thing so weird that the internet immediately decided that this thing is not supposed to exist.
Oh my God. Yeah, when I think Montauk, I know I know of it through references in songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a couple. I mean, yeah, we'll get to the cultural significance or whatever of this monster. But as far as Montauk goes, like a lot of Long Island pop punk or emo bands reference Montauk, like Meet Me in Montauk, or name their songs after Montauk. But I never pictured it. It's like one of those places that like I know exists, but we just showed a photo of what came to shore there, but then also this beautiful lighthouse. It's it's not what I think of when I think of Long Island at all.
What do you think of when you think of Long Island?
I think of like a lot of people that are living Billy Joel songs.
Really?
You know, like Piano Man, Tortured Souls.
Did those take place on Long Island?
He's like the Long Island guy,
Is
isn't
he?
Billy Joel, yeah, he's like Mr. Long Island.
You know what? I always think of him as an uptown guy or downtown guy. No, uptown girl, downtown guy. Yeah, that's what I always think of. That's so, I could be wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. So let's talk about the story of the Montauk Monster, what it was, what it is, what people think it was, and how it got tangled up with Cold War radar towers, alleged mind control experiments, and one of America's most persistent conspiracy theories. So let's get into it. Yikes. Let's start with what was the Montauk Monster. In July 2008, a group of friends walking along Ditch Plains Beach stumbled upon something that washed up in the sand. It was small. It was only a few feet long. It was unsettling, but here's what stood out. It was hairless, grayish skin, a mouthful of visible teeth, limbs that looked more like paws than fins, and a skull shape that didn't immediately ring any animal recognition bells. Photos were taken, and once those photos hit the internet, the situation escalated quickly, and the internet did its thing. The interneted. And within days, the thing had a name. The Montauk Monster. Right. But if you don't name it, it's just evidence, and then nobody wants it. So let's talk about science versus the internet. Scientists and biologists look at the photos and largely agree that on one thing, that it was almost certainly a raccoon.
Oh, wow. Wow.
What do you think about that?
Oh my gosh. A hairless raccoon? I don't know.
No?
No way. I don't know. That seems like a big raccoon. But, oh my goodness. Wow. Obviously if we're on the YouTube here and you're looking at these images, the image of the hairless Montauk Monster and a raccoon is kind of like putting side by side Jason Momoa with facial hair and then Jason Momoa without facial hair. And like what we can get away with as men with beards that have facial hair and stuff like that. So yeah, I have no reason to believe it's not a raccoon. I believe scientists. That's crazy.
That feels like a slight on me. That feels like a dig on me because I haven't grown a mustache since, well, really ever. No, I was in Iraq and I grew a mustache for a
Was that all they let you do, mustaches?
Yeah. Well, it depends on operational requirements, area of operations, things like that. So anyway, so most scientists agree that this was probably a raccoon, possibly a dog, maybe a coyote. But what made it strange was its advanced decomposition, prolonged exposure to salt water, loss of fur, tightening of the skin around the jaw made its teeth appear exaggerated. All very normal and all very unconvincing to people who had already emotionally committed to it being, quote, an unknown creature.
I wish I knew who to call for this.
Ghostbusters.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like you don't call 911. Mm-hmm. My 911 did a great job of everyone knows 911. Mm-hmm. Not just because of TV shows now, but always 911. But what do you call
their PR is great. Well,
great
marketing
PR.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if their PR is fantastic.
But who do you call for this? To pick this up or to investigate it? I don't know. I imagine, what would you do if you saw that on the beach? You're trying to have a nice beach day. You see that. What do you do?
The first thing I would think is, I wonder what it tastes like.
Ugh.
What would I do if I saw this? First thing I would do if I saw this thing laying on the beach. I'd poke it with a stick. Genuinely, as an adult, I would go up and poke it with a stick.
You can't. You know what? You can't. I'll tell you why you can't do that. Because it wakes up, it's gonna attack you, and it's not gonna come at you slowly. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to have more than a stick to defend yourself. So the use of a stick, sure. What's around, yes. But if you're gonna start doing that, you got to have some type of shield.
Okay, so what would you do if you ran into this thing? If you saw this on the ground, what would you do? First thing.
I'm not getting involved.
Oh, really?
No, not at all.
F it. Just walking away.
Not at any moment. something bad is going to happen, I don't want to be around to be blamed for this, and I don't want to be
Okay, so you're just hoping animal control doesn't come by and be like, what did you do to this maybe raccoon?
I mean, is animal control even real? It feels like...
You know what? The number of times I've called animal control to get something done.
Yeah. Oh, really? How many?
A bunch.
Really?
Yeah.
And they are real.
Yeah.
It's not just like one of those made up professions like architect. I think, I see that thing. I'm looking at it like a car wreck. I'm going to peer over, take a peek. Then if there are any kids messing with it, I'll be like, hey, don't mess with that. And then I'm out.
All right. So you see this thing, you're not messing with it. You're not calling anybody. You're not.
I don't see that thing. I don't know who to call. Okay. I mean, animal control, I suppose, yeah, as you just mentioned, but what's their 3 number? Right?
666, number of the beast. Number of the beast. Not neighbor of the beast, as
I would call 988 and then tell them I'm
988.
I think it's a suicide prevention. I'd be like, I need help. What's the pet detective number?
All right. Well, the critical problem became that the body vanished. There was no DNA testing, no official collection, no neat conclusion. And that is how a weird dead animal becomes folklore.
Whoa.
So why Montauk was the worst possible place for this to have happened. If this thing washed up like literally anywhere else, we'd probably be done with this episode by now.
Oh.
But Montauk has baggage. Just a short distance away sits Camp Hero, a decommissioned U.S. military base. Officially, it was operated by the U.S. Army during World War II, later by the U.S. Air Force during the Cold War, and used for coastal defense and radar surveillance. Unofficially, this is where Project Montauk enters the chat. According to conspiracy lore, Project Montauk involved mind control, electromagnetic manipulation, psychological warfare, and time travel, and somehow interdimensional portals. The base even has a massive radar tower, which is still standing. You can still see it. This is now a national park. You can actually go here. And this radar dish and the base looks exactly like something you'd point at and go, yeah, something bad happened there. However, there's no credible evidence that any of this ever happened. But also, it's the U.S. military. And as a former combat veteran of said U.S. military, they probably did something bad there. I'm just saying.
Happened. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So you have this creepy dead thing that washed up on the ground on a beach, and then a decommissioned military base not far away.
Just looking at it, it looks like it was there for a while. Like it was in the sun for a while.
Yeah. It definitely is this weird state of decomposition.
Wow. So I'm thinking this thing escaped.
Funny you say that. So we have a creepy abandoned military installation, a mysterious carcass, and no paperwork. And no longer do you need evidence because now you have vibes, and the internet is gonna internet.
Sick vibes.
So how does the Montauk Monster meet Project Montauk? This is where the two stories merge. The Montauk Monster was suddenly framed as a failed experiment, a genetically altered animal, or proof of something that may have escaped from Camp Hero. So people, mostly on the internet, insisted that this was some crazy experiment that had gone wrong. It escaped, it wound up dying and decomposing on the beach, which, you know, when you have this weird military installation and then a dead thing that just shows up, people are going to think that. Yeah?
I mean, I think that this might be like an alien, like an ALF type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
And they captured it. Then it got, I mean, maybe its closest Earth creature would be a raccoon.
Right.
I could see that. But yeah, I think maybe it's like Alf. Kind of looks like Alf in a little way, in kind of a way. It eats cats.
If Alf had lost all its fur and wound up getting a really bad sunburn, and decomposing on the beach, I guess that. I guess I could see that.
Yeah, and that makes sense because like, why? I mean, the question is why would the government be doing this or things like this, or, genetically and, creating new animals? But also the answer to that could be, nobody thought about why they should do it. They just thought they could do it.
Well, it was rumored that Project Montauk was part of the Philadelphia experiment. Do you know what the Philadelphia experiment was?
No, isn't that how Tom Hanks got AIDS?
Yes, that's exactly what that was. That was Tom Hanks's and Denzel Washington, I believe, Oscar award-winning film that the U.S. military was like, there's no way a movie about a black lawyer and a gay guy with AIDS is going to win any kinds of awards. Yes, it has direct correlation with Project Montauk.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, the Philadelphia experiment was this believed idea that the U.S. military was testing out cloaking devices, interspatial time travel, like transporting ships and artillery from one place to another. And it was rumored that there was a giant naval ship in a Philadelphia naval yard that the military had transported from this shipyard to like Paris and then transported it back. And when they got it back, like crewmen were stuck inside the metal. And so there was a time back in the 40s where you remember the Nazis, which I don't know if we need to remind people are bad.
Bad, not good.
Nazis are bad, everybody.
Very bad, not
Remember, they're dickheads.
I don't like them.
No part of Nazis are good. They're all dickheads.
Yeah, and uncool.
Yes. So in the 40s, Nazis, again, dickheads.
Don't like them.
Punch Nazis.
Don't like them.
Indiscriminately.
Not good.
In the face. Nazis are bad. If you have to question that, that's on you.
Take them down.
In the 40s, Nazi scientists, I mean, that's the whole Indiana Jones thing.
Oh,
Nazi scientists believed in the paranormal, the occult. They thought they could create anti-gravity weapons. There's a whole field of pseudoscience, and I say pseudoscience in quotes because I kind of believe it.
Oh, sure.
That thought the Nazis were experimenting with extraterrestrial technology. So, and it's the 40s. So the U.S. was like, oh, okay, maybe the Nazis are doing this. We need to do our own thing. Because there was, Project Blue Book with the UFO investigations. You have, remember that movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats?
Right.
Based on a real project that the military used to, like, they were trying to get people to remote view.
That's so odd because, like, it's so odd where resources would go. They either go towards things that you absolutely need or to compete with, other places and countries to know as much or more than them. Mm-hmm. That's so boring. That's so lame.
Yeah. So, your question was why would the U.S. military be doing this? I mean, there was a belief that, with the Roswell crash, maybe they were experimenting with alien technology. Maybe they were experimenting with like time travel, remote viewing, things like that. So this idea that Camp Hero, not far away, was the epicenter of all of this experimentation and these projects. Maybe this was the result. Maybe the Montauk Monster was the result of one of these failed experiments.
Whoa. Yeah, it could have been. It's like, hey, what type of animals do they have over in Europe? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
And it could have been aliens. I'm not saying it was aliens.
I think it's aliens.
Okay.
But if you could create your own type of animal, what would it resemble? Like, would it be
Battle Cat?
Battle Cat.
Battle Cat from He-Man. 100% Battle Cat from. I want a Cringer-like animal.
Okay.
Like a small cat, like maybe Mario, who's not jumping into the podcast today. But then he gets pissed off, and then you got Battle Cat.
Ooh. See, the question, yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. For war. The questions are,
with wings.
With wings, whoa. Yeah, if you want to create
giant testicles. So people be like, oh my God, what is that?
Get it away. Yeah. You don't want to stare directly at it.
If you were to create a Montauk Monster, what hybrid Montauk animal would you make?
That's a good question because you have to start with the idea of like, okay, is this a companion animal like a dog, cat, turtle, or is it like something that you might eat, like a cow or a pig?
This got dark. You're gonna experiment on animals to figure out if you're gonna eat them.
Well, it's like, hey, okay, well, what do we have? We have pigs, cows, chickens.
Okay.
That's about,
Okay.
that's about it, right?
Yep. Okay.
So like, why not have more animals to eat?
Okay.
Right?
Wait for you to talk yourself out of it.
Right?
Okay, so you're trying to
So
decide
if I'm like, hey,
Okay.
this is a brand new animal. Got to eat it. And we have turkeys obviously too.
got to eat it to try it out to see if it's
To like create a new species of animal to eat.
specifically
specifically.
specifically to
Yeah.
eat. Okay.
Maybe we run out of cows or we're running thin on cows. Like, hey, everyone, take a break on cows. Try blurt.
blurt.
Yeah,
Okay.
or a better name,
Okay.
like a turtle.
Have you ever had bloat?
No, what's that?
Bloat is like a partially fertilized duck egg.
Oh wow, yeah, duck
it's
great
big,
too.
It's big in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Where you like boil it and then you crack it open and then there's like a fertilized duck egg inside.
Whoa, that's wild. I was I forgot about ducks too.
I think it's called bloat. I could be wrong. Probably wrong.
Something
like that.
Now that we're naming animals to eat, I think there's enough. I think we're set on
Probably.
that. Have you ever had turtle soup?
No, I believe it's illegal.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
Really? I ate some in New Orleans 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the name of the place? Let's call them out. You're getting shut down.
I wish I knew.
No, you know what? No, I could be wrong. I don't think it's turtle soup is illegal. I think using tortoise shells, because turtles and tortoises are different.
Sure.
I think using tortoise shells and killing tortoises is illegal. I think that's because I know you can't have like tortoise shell guitar picks.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, couple things.
Okay.
One, it was a lot more spicy than I wanted it to be, and I got more. I didn't realize it was turtle soup, but I had already filled up my bowl pretty. At like this like
Was it a buffet?
brunch buffet. Yeah.
Really? You had turtle soup on a brunch buffet?
I know, and I was like, damn it! I know I can't. I know I gotta eat this. And it was off-puttingly spicy. Like not like spicy like Thai food might be spicy or spicy like buffalo wings might be spicy, but like oddly spicy, and didn't like that. And then as far as like turtle picks, but just picks, I had a shirt once that instead of a pocket, it had a little triangle for a pick.
Oh,
Now,
I don't know if that's...
is that a cool idea?
I'd like that.
I got it at like a trade
pocket
show.
right here?
Exactly. I got it at a trade show.
Okay.
They were like, this guy was like, yeah, I'm selling these. I like patented it. And I'm like, is it really?
Can you patent a pocket?
He did.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like,
Interesting.
there's only room for really one
guitar pick.
One guitar
Yeah,
pick. Yeah. It seems silly.
Not helpful. Because you can drop that and now you have none.
Yeah. You can't. Yeah. If you bend over, the shirt loses all of its cachet as soon as you bend over.
Right.
Bloop. Out. But anyway, fun.
So
fun
again, unless... Okay, let's aside from animals we're gonna eat,
right.
what animal would you genetically create? Like, what is your battle cat?
Now that we're talking it out, I'm not gonna create an animal to eat. I think there's enough.
Right.
I'm creating a companion animal that is a hairless cat, but like the size of a Doberman.
Hairless cat the size of a Doberman.
Yeah. Like a huge cat, like a cat that like comes up to your waist,
Okay.
but like domesticated,
Okay.
and he's a buddy. And
Isn't that a puma?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
But here's the thing. He's also vegetarian
Oh.
and he flies. He does fly.
Okay.
He does fly.
Okay.
And yeah, and he can speak English.
Okay. Because you speak other languages as well? Just English.
Just English, yeah, right now.
Okay.
Right now we're just experimenting with English. We're gonna master that and then move
Okay.
on. Move on to other languages. But I think our guys would get along.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Battle cat
Battle
and
cat.
your English-speaking Doberman-sized hairless cat.
Yeah. I'll think of a better name, but that's pretty good.
Okay. All right. Well, again, most people saw this thing laying on the ground. Yeah. And they assumed that it could be an alien, could be a crazy experiment gone wrong that wound up dying and decomposing on the beach, which is a great story to believe. However, never mind the fact that Camp Hero was closed in 1981 when the radar station closed.
So they say.
And the incident happened in 2008, and no similar creatures were ever found. And decomposing raccoons are extremely persuasive chaos agents. Trash pandas. Raccoons they're trash pandas, right? That's what we call them.
Yeah, that's a fun name for them.
I like trash pandas. I think we have some in our trees. Nope, that was my last house. So the lack of answers is what keeps this story alive, because a mystery without evidence can't be disproven.
Whoa.
So where does the Montauk Monster show up in pop culture and modern folklore? So you have, of course, the Montauk Monster as a recurring subject in cryptozoology books. It's a favorite topic on paranormal TV shows. It's usually a visual reference point for like indie horror and an early case study in internet-born folklore. Camp Hero and the Montauk Monster are believed to play a significant role in the inspiration of the Netflix series Stranger Things. Did you know that?
Not until you said it, no.
Well, fun fact, the original title of the show was Montauk.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's got all the things. Weird government experiments that take place in the 80s. Shut down government facility, a crazy monster, nosy kids and their stupid dog. I could be wrong. That one could be Scooby-Doo.
It could be Scooby.
That could be Scooby-Doo. But the Montauk Monster has been covered or referenced in TV series like Monster Quest, Faked or Fact Paranormal Files. I believe no, it's Fact or Faked Paranormal Files. Ancient Aliens, because of course it was.
Right.
Paranormal Witness styles segments on TV shows, the Travel Channel, History Channel, Cryptid Specialists, like that. It also helped to cement the formula we still see for modern day monsters and cryptids. So you get a weird photo that shows up, no official follow-up, internet speculation, and a permanent legend.
Wow.
So not bad for a raccoon that has absolutely not consented to this legacy. So finally, what is the Montauk Monster? Really? So it's probably a raccoon.
I think the Montauk Monster is the friends we made along the way.
Oh, that's adorable.
Isn't that nice?
But it's probably a raccoon.
Really?
Probably.
How does it lose all of its hair?
You know, it decomposes. It's in the water. It's in the salt water. It loses. You know, you have fish eating it, and then the skin recedes, and then you get the little beak looking thing right there.
We're looking at it. How big do you think that is?
It's about, I think they said it was like 2 to 3 feet, or 2 to 3 meters, which would make it 6 to 9 feet, which is horrifying. So I'm gonna go with 2 to 3 feet. I feel like 2 to 3 feet.
Oh, okay.
Because like if it was 6 feet to 9 feet, that's legit a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
looks bigger. It looks bigger in the photos.
Looks bigger in the photo. That's what she said.
Man, how scary. Yeah, but how does it lose all its hair? Tom, riddle me that.
Yeah, I mean, if it was in the salt water, it washed up on the beach, you get animals eating its hair. You get
I know a lot of
rubbing up against like rocks and stuff, and now it's got not using Propecia, so alopecia.
I think.
Get my wife's name out your.
Jeez, I thought salt water was good for your hair.
Is it? I have never heard that.
Really?
Never heard that.
Sometimes I'll go down to the beach and just dip my head in, just to thicken up the waves.
Is that a thing?
It seems to work for me.
Oh, you know what? You do have really nice hair. And by
I can't tell you how much I needed that.
You have very nice hair. Like I just got my hair cut today because I'm doing a TV thing in a couple of days. And humble brag, doing a TV thing in a couple days. I'm PAing on a commercial. I'm not. No.
Wait, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
On set.
Yeah.
other than being an actor or, above the line, maybe a director or something like that, what's like the most fun crew job that you think you could do?
What's the most fun crew job? Because I've done crew jobs.
Yeah. But like, if you had your pick.
Oh, I'd be a best boy just to be called a best boy.
And then,
Get me the best boy.
Give me the
Tom,
best boy. Tom,
we need the best boy.
And you come over, you run over, you kind of jog over, and then someone like rubs your head.
You're the best boy. I've been in the TV and film industry for coming up on 20 years.
Sick brag.
Probably longer than 20 years. Wow. Don't know what a best boy does.
A best boy, yeah, no idea.
What would you do?
I would be in charge of the craft services.
Oh my God, yes.
Because
I can't though, because I'd just sit there and there'd be no craft services for other people.
You could be a chemist in the way that like you could be a real experimental scientist there. Because like now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know who did this, but we need to know their name. Who originated the green apple slices, not sliced as you'd imagine an apple slice, but like apple turned on its side, de-pitted, de-cored out or whatever, and then like sliced into like a chip or like a sandwich, and then in the middle is peanut butter.
Those are delicious.
That's great.
Now
And yeah, somebody invented that.
Now I want.
And I'm like, oh man, who's more beloved than the craft service person? Not that you're just doing it for the likes, you're doing it for the love of the game, but you get to really experiment and do have a lot of like fun little snacks there.
Do it for the love of the game. If you're gonna be a craft service person, do it.
Man, maybe.
So you'd be craft services, I'd be a best boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I don't know what a best boy does.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
So, again, probably a raccoon. This is probably a raccoon. But what it became was something else. It is a reminder that the internet doesn't need answers. We don't need the truth. Mystery beats certainty, and abandoned military bases are doing a lot of heavy lifting when it comes to conspiracy culture. The Montauk Monster may not be a cryptid. It may just be a raccoon. But it is modern folklore, and folklore doesn't die. Peter, final thoughts on the Montauk Monster.
I mean, oh man, I've been so optimistic lately in these in these evaluations of the cryptids. And to your last point, I think no military bases truly shut down. I think we're told that they shut down.
Didn't Netflix just buy Fort Monmouth in New Jersey?
Oh my God, probably.
No, I'm pretty sure Netflix just bought Fort Monmouth. But you know what? I concede your point, because I've been to plenty of like old active duty military bases that are now like reserve training bases, and you have like reservists running around on the weekends doing
interesting.
What reservists do.
I think this is real.
Okay.
In the sense, in the cryptid sense of like, okay, is it real? Does it exist? Does it not exist? It does exist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is.
Because there's a photo of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's blurry. And like we've discussed before, every cryptid, their main superpower is blurring
technology and cameras.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
It exists, if nothing else, in our hearts and in our spirits and in the hopes of children.
Okay. So on the real-o-meter,
yeah,
where does this fall? We're talking.
Did this really wash up? 10. Is it a government experiment? Man, this didn't just wash up anywhere else, and we know so little about the ocean. It's like a 8.
Okay.
8 for me.
Wow.
8 for me. Yeah, okay. I'm believing it. What do you think?
It definitely washed up.
Yeah.
I would like to believe that there's some kind of Stranger Things army scientific conspiracy happening on this decommissioned military installation. Fun fact, I was writing a movie about, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to give away the plot, but it's basically.
Well, sorry I brought it up then.
No, it's not Stranger Things. It's not this, but it's along the similar lines of like, hey, there's this idea that this famous military installation was known for, it was rumored to be known for experiments and things like that. And then everybody just kind of blew it off because it was like, that's what they thought in the 30s.
Right.
And then it turns out, oh no, it legit in the movie that I was writing.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I would
think?
like to believe that this was a real creature that washed up on the beach. That was an experiment, but honestly, I think it was a raccoon. I think it was a raccoon. Like when I see photos of raccoons and then like, I bet if you told AI, take this photo of a raccoon on a beach and strip away its fur and make its skin recede, show me what that would look like. And I bet AI would be like, is what it looks like. And he'd be like, oh, that's the Montauk Monster.
Messed up, bloated, sunburnt pig.
Yeah. So, is it real in the sense of, it's a dead thing that washed up on a beach? Yeah. Was it some weird scientific experiment? I don't think so. But then in the back of my head, there's some scientist somewhere in a cave listening to this podcast going, that's right. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Tom?
It's all a lot to believe.
Okay. Well, I wanted to pick this episode specifically because Montauk in Long Island, which is part of New York, which is where I'm going to be performing at the end of March. This episode drops kind of the middle of March. Peter, where can people find you on the interwebs and find out where you are going to be performing? Because you are going to be on the road as well.
That's right. People looking for Peter, you can find me right here on Cryptids and Comedians. But also on Instagram, search Peter Murphy, and then petermurphythecomedian.com. I am right now, all over the Atlantic Northeast, as we say. And Tom, you're going to be in New York, but also if people don't live close to New York and they just have internet access, where can they find you?
I can be found, well, first of all, my tour dates are on my website, thomtran.com, thomtran.com. I'm going to be, this episode drops middle of March. I'm going to be in New York City doing a gig at Fordham University.
Oh, nice.
At the, I believe, the Lincoln Center campus. If you go to Fordham University or know somebody who does, I'm going to be there. But also, while I'm in the city, I'm going to do a bunch of spots in the city. Exactly where? Not sure yet. But when I find out, I will put them on my website, thomtran.com. I will probably put them up on my Instagram page as well, _Thom Tran, THOMTRAN. In the meantime, I'm going to have more stuff on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/TomTranOnline. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
And the show, of course, is at Cryptids and Comedians across the interwebs, on the YouTubes, on the wherever you listen to your podcast. Remember to leave us a 5-star rating.
Yeah.
Tell your friends, share, tell people about the show. If you like it, that's how we get more listeners, and that's how you can support us without giving us any money, because we're not. This is costing me a lot of money, to be quite honest.
Well, that's why you got the solar panels.
Yes. So I don't have to pay for the electricity.
Yeah, it's offsetting.
Next episode coming up. Peter and I are going to be on the road. Find us on the interwebs. Come see us on tour. And what's the thing we say?
Keep it magical.
Keep it magical.